stressful considering I'm the only comedian here. Sorry, my bad. So basically, I'm introducing myself to you guys. It's our first time. We're gonna have a relationship tonight, okay? We're gonna meet. We're gonna make sweet comedy love. Hopefully, you guys can follow me.
Yeah.
I promise my comedy will make you come, okay? Write that down in writing. I promise. So basically, here we are at Oasis, which is basically the bombest fucking nightclub I've ever gone to. And maybe it's just that I like nightclubs. There's something about a nightclub that just takes over you and you don't think about shit except for the music, right? So you're there, you're dancing, and it's the same beat, no matter how they mix the music. And you always dance like it's the best fucking song you've ever heard. And you know, if you're like me, you get on the floor with the right chick, you have what I call a deathasm or a dance floor orgasm. Which is basically, in the new days, we don't say, hey man, have this dance. It's more like you're standing there and you stand away in the corner and you run up and you put your shit on this person and kind of grind against them for like 4 minutes until you get to that point. And it's like, ooh, thank you. And when you're the person in front of the person, you're like turning around wondering if the person's good looking. And most likely they're not. But there's so much smoke and strobe light shit that you don't realize like a lagoon creature is getting off on your back. You're like dancing with a bucket of yuck, but you don't want to say anything. So, hey. So basically, here I am, and I feel late because some dickwad on the road cut me off, and I'm driving. This is how I drive a forklift. And I'm on the way here, a guy cuts me off, comes into my lane, and I was in anger management for like a little while. And I decided to ignore him, but the one thing I did do, I said the thing that anyone in here would say in that situation, which is like, hello, unless you're black, and then it's, check out this motherfucker. That's what you said. Since I'm black, I probably should have said that one. Who knows? But I'm used to stupid people, so it wasn't that bad. Like, today I'm at Taco Bell, and I'm wearing a rainbow belt. So, girl behind the fucking counter, and if you're a lesbian, you're a girl, you know the ones who are always nervous around you are the ones who look like, what the fuck would I ever see in you? But basically, Buddha bitch is looking at me over the counter, and she sees my rainbow belt, and she does this weird kind of pelvis turn thing, as if I'm going to take out a dildo and shove it up her right at that particular moment. And I say, I want a number one, burrito supreme, all I fucking ask for, right? She walks away, gets her fucking supervisor, and then I have to, give him my order because she's nervous. First of all, I said burrito supreme. I didn't say put your pussy in the paper, let me pay for it, honey, because you're not that great. Stupid people, whatever. So, I'm going to share something with you guys. It's nice we're in a relationship. I'll probably dump me a tweet for a new, younger, sexier crowd, but for tonight, it's on. And I had something that we all know is called a one-night stand. And since I'm at barely legal 18 age, it's kind of weird, but you enjoy it. So I had it on ONS. And the girl, I kind of met her on Craigslist. You know what Craigslist is? And they called her cow tongues, but I didn't know why. And this is going to get kind of loose, so if you're sensitive to, vulgarity, walk away, but I bet you're not. And this girl comes up to me, basically. I meet her at a bar, and she's hot, so I take her home. Why do they call you cow tongues? I didn't want to ask because, I thought maybe it was a bad story. And she's doing her sex thing, and when you're young and you hear about sex, it's kind of something that makes you giggle, right? But then you grow up. Since I'm growing up. You grow out of that shit. I never grew out of it. Sex makes me giggle. So she's doing her dance or whatever, and she starts to do the DJ. If you know what the DJ is, it's turn the volume down. That's what we started doing. And on the outside, I'm standing there, get some. But on the inside, I'm like, and so I try to play it off like I know what I'm doing. Like, okay, whip it off. She takes off her underwear, and I swear to God, her vagina said, and spread out all over my fucking shoes. I don't like a lot of lips, okay? And so I try to play it off like, they call her cow tongue because her pussy looks like a box of cow tongues. Like a high school play curtain that you can't get out of and just hold it nonstop. And so she's trying to be all sexy to the DJ thing, and she says, hop on. Let's bump ugly just engage in Congress. So I hop on, so to speak, and fall into her pussy. And I'm not exaggerating, I swear, I was there, trust me. And so I'm walking around inside this girl, and I actually run into another girl, and actually a couple more. And I finally run into one more girl who has keys in her hand. And I go, what are the keys for? And she says, well, I drove my truck up inside this bitch a couple of months ago, so if I can find it, we can drive ourselves back out. Which is basically why I don't do one-night stands anymore. And then there was one, well, it's Oasis, so there are a couple of gay guys in here, right? And I'm guessing that you guys like the anal thing?
Yes!
Oh yeah, nasty.
I like it nasty.
So this girl that I'm talking to said that she wants to introduce me to something new. Understandable. So she said, I have Johnny Law in my bag. Johnny Law is the strap-on for those of you who don't know. Lesbian couture. went in the makeout thing. Bro, you think you got me? I'm in the West. And she turns me around, comes into the bed and says, don't move, don't think, don't breathe, just chill and trust me.
Yeah.
So in my fucking head, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, right? And she goes, okay, 1 second. And I'm sitting there, fucking starting to sing the Super Mario theme song because that's how bored I am while she's getting all strapped and ready. And next thing I know, she proceeds to introduce Johnny Law to my no-no spot, if you know what I'm saying. And oh my God! Something in me said, what? And I did not handle it that well. So I'm sitting there squirming, moving around, like, bitch, get the fuck off of me. And she's obviously getting into it. So I basically push her off and I'm screaming at her, like, I don't need the anal thing. And after a while I stop and I go, okay, wait. Now try that one more time. Because I learned once you wiggle around a little bit, it's not that bad. So those are the people you need to meet in nightclubs, as I know. And actually, I want a legacy. My legacy is like everyone else's. I don't want to be like a change the world, end world hunger kind of legacy. I want to open like a string of nightclubs called Head. Okay? H-E-A-D, Head. And if you come down to Head, you know what the fuck's up. Drinks going, big bananas, we don't need your hair in the way down your head. Although it'd probably just be guys. I mean, the girls will be down the street and teach y'all to lick my pussy because they have better appetizers. So yeah, that's my thing. Actually, I have a lot of critics because they say I curse too much. There's something a little bit too beguiling about the word fuck. And you have to say it like at the right time with the right emphasis. Like for instance, if you go fuck, you can put the emphasis on the CK, but it's not going to do anything. But if you say fuck at the right time, it's like the spicy seasoning on the steroids of life. So I say fuck. I also say bitch because it makes me seem tough. So for instance, say I'm in a fight, and I got this kind of Mortal Kombat thing I do when I'm about to fight, and I go, bust a move. The girl's going to kick my ass, right? But if I go, bust a fucking move, she's going to run forward because the word fucking is just like, fucking masterpiece. Whoever came up with that shit, kudos. So, now that you know me, even though you're getting dumped by the end of the night, I want you to remember me, Jasmine, the young,